Hello everyone and welcome to Market Ki Baatein. My name is Raja Venkatraman and I am a trading influencer and I've been in the market for more than 15 years. I have a very loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Over the last few series which we have been observing, we have noticed that the markets have moved in the way which we have anticipated. And this is what I'm doing in my market wrap series. I'm sharing my knowledge skills and also my trading skills to all the people out there so that you can try and understand the overall indices and plan your trade so that you can make consistent profits. So today is 15th of July 2020 and we are trying to understand how the market is poised for the way ahead. Tomorrow is an expiry day and let's go down and see what are the key levels to watch out for and how are we going to plan the trade. All right, so let's go down and take a look at the markets. Today was a very important day where the Reliance AGM was there. Reliance have big plans and as usual they have come out with some stellar announcements, and this could pave way for some market recovery. We need to see how it's going to come out. There was also Infosys results today, and Infosys results also seems to be in line. So well, could it hold up the market sentiment, and whether are there levels to watch out for in the market so that we can look at the market from a rebound perspective. So now taking a look at the overall indices, we see that this was the pitchfork which we have drawn. Let's zoom in further and we can observe that around lower levels are around 10,450 is the support area which you can watch out for. 10,450 to 500 at the lower level is looking to be a good support area where you can expect the markets to revive, and these are the levels which you should be tracking if the markets were to witness some more pressure to the downside. But then let's try and see whether the momentum will help us around. And you can see here that the momentum had a fair amount of dip, but it continues to maintain itself above the 60 zone, which is a very good sign for the way which we are looking at the market and way we can expect the markets to rebound from here onwards. So now when you're going to consider, okay, when you're going to consider the market from a lower time frame, let's go down and take a look at the intraday charts. These are the intraday charts, and you can see here this is called as a trend line. This is a support trend line which we had drawn and which we had been tracking. So yes, there was a breach of this support trend line because around this zone. So if I just convert it into a daily chart for a moment, you can see here around this zone market faced a continuous hesitation at those levels. And now you can see that the support trend line which we drew on an intraday chart is seeing that after the rally towards the support trend line is now become a resistance trend line. So resistance, the support became resistance now, and that is a role of polarity which is playing here. And at this zone there was some selling pressure and markets dragged down lower during the Reliance AGM. So now what are we seeing here and why we feel that this levels could hold on? You can see here this was a high. When it got exceeded around here, markets went steadily higher and then it pulled back, it held at this zone, and then again it gave a rally, and then again it came down. So this zone which I am highlighting right now with the blue line around 10,550 could be an important zone tomorrow. So once this breaks down, the next important zone to the downside is 10,450. So you got 10,550 as the barricade 1, 10,450 as a barricade 2. So these are the two levels to the downside which you should be tracking. And of course, on the upside, 10,850 continues to be an important zone. So 10,850 to 10,900 on the upside, 10,550 and a little bit a longer range, 10,450 on the downside. So that's my take on the Nifty. So now let's go down to Bank Nifty. Once we go down to Bank Nifty, we can see that the Bank Nifty charts. Let's first go and take a look at the daily charts. You can see here this is the daily charts. And I have used the concept of pitchfork, and you can see here how beautifully the prices have been oscillating between the two channel lines. So you can see here the prices have been unable to go towards the median line, but they have now pulled back and they are trying to hold. For the last 2 days, they have been trying to hold on to the lower channel. Well, at the lower channel, if I were to just take this and remove it for the time being, you can see here at the lower channel what you're having is something called as a inverted hammer. So inverted hammer at lower channel is definitely a key zone to watch out for. It is a reversal possibility and some bit of rebound in bank nifty possible. What you are seeing here is also the next zone, the gap zone to the downside, which is around 20,500. Any movement below 21,000 is actually taking it right down towards 20,500. So you have a 500-point fall, which is possible in bank nifty tomorrow, unless these levels hold. So we are at a key point in bank nifty. So tomorrow's onus of market recovery rests on bank nifty, and if bank nifty were to rebound from here, markets would go up, else you could experience some downside. This is what is the setup on bank nifty. And if you take a look at the intraday charts, these are the intraday charts, and intraday charts too are suggesting, okay, intraday charts are suggesting that yes, at lower levels, you can see here this was a key zone. This is from the lows of this July series. You can see here the prices have come once again into the zone and they are trying to hold. So unless and until these levels get breached decisively, you should experience some upside in bank nifty. And now the question is, till where? So the first threshold which we would like to watch out for, the first threshold level is around the 22,000 to 22,500 zone. After that, we will see if bank nifty has got more room to move higher. But then there are not enough positive triggers. There are not any key results which are appearing tomorrow. So that way we don't have many key triggers to initiate some bit of response. The only key trigger tomorrow is that it's a weekly expiry, and if that can produce some movement tomorrow, it would be exciting to watch out for. So 22,200 to 500 on the upside as a max possibility, and at the lower end it's 21,000. So these are the key levels on bank nifty. Now let's go down to the index, which is definitely on a roll. It's definitely on a roll, and you can see here the strong bullish upcharge. We had used the concept of Ichimoku, and you can see here how the prices have managed to sustain and spend a sufficient time in June in consolidation, and from July onwards it has been on a roll. Today it has sprang to life and it has created a fantastic new high, and it has managed to reach its 2020 high. It's almost there. It's almost going to cross the 2020 high. Now if I were to take more data into consideration, so you can see here somewhere around this zone, okay, somewhere around this zone, say around the 16,800 to 900 mark, is a very important confluence of resistance zone. So those who were extremely bullish on IT should definitely consider this as an index level to watch out for. And if at these zones, if the trends are getting stretched, then one should consider booking some profits. Well, it could herald a new shift in the IT space itself, and we can see the Nifty going, IT going much ahead. But then overall situation does not permit quite a bit of aggression. So one should tone down the aggression and look for what are the levels which we can consider in a dip to buy into. So if the IT results are coming out and all the IT stocks seem to be putting on a good display, so that is definitely a sector to watch out for. The mid-cap IT space is also coming out with their numbers. So yes, it's a good time to be invested in IT. So you can see here, this is the intraday charts of Nifty IT. This is called as a consolidation. There was a nice breakout above the 15,000 mark, and from there on the prices have moved steadily higher. So once again, let me take the help of our friend trend line. You can see here that the trend line support, let me just adjust this trend line a little bit. And you can see here, this is the trend line support. So right now, the trend line support is emerging somewhere around 15,800. So I would be a little cautious on Nifty IT. It is reaching points of resistance zones. So one should be wary and look for pullback opportunities in Nifty IT to get started. So, well, this was my take on the indices. I hope you found my analysis useful. So, we are going to be discussing more such takes on the results, more such takes on the indices, and how to plan our trades in our forthcoming videos. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Do share these videos with as many people as possible, and also give your valuable comments and whatever tools, if you like to have it analyzed, you can share your comments on the description below, and I would be happy to incorporate them as part of our analysis. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.